Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome to the Synchro Skaters Club.
Season 1, episode 6. Let's go.
Episode 6. Jesus.
I'm starting to sound a bit like Marcus Butler. You know? do you remember that?
Yes, like the 2010 YouTubers.
Yeah, but he used to start every YouTube video with hello. Maybe I need to start be like, aloha sprinklerinos.
Oh my goodness. You're showing your age.
No, YouTube iconic. Anyway, getting distracted. Season 1, episode 6. This week is called Let the Games Begin because this year it does in fact feel a bit like the Hunger Games.
It does. Finland Worlds and all that.
It's building, it's getting ready, but we're going to talk about the competitions. This one's like a season update again, so the competitions that were this weekend just gone, but when this episode comes out, it'll have been 2 weekends ago. You know what? That's a lot of math for my brain.
Shall we start again?
No, this is fun. Anyway, it's the competitions that were recent. We're going to talk about GB. We're going to talk about Italy. We're going to talk about Australia. We're going to talk about Germany, the USA, Canada, Finland.
Lovely.
And those are all the ones, well, only a few non-English speaking ones I was brave enough to Google Translate. There have been a couple other teams that have skated, but me trying to Google the names of foreign language sports clubs, synchro clubs, and translate results names was a disaster.
Okay. Nonetheless, we're going to go on a little world tour of what's been happening this season so far, because we're nearing the end of 2024, thank goodness. I think we can all agree this has been a year. So
what do you mean?
Yeah, I'm just let's go on a world tour. Before we begin though, of this very chaotic start to an episode, I'd just like to say a little thank you to Miss Ella George Cook and all you lovely lot who listened to us just yap for an hour.
Yeah, thank you.
It was lovely. I just enjoyed it. So it's just a little thank you, guys. So should we get started, Brie?
Yeah, let's go. Okay. First up, we're going to talk about the themes that have since been updated. We have posted a couple on the Instagram, but there's a few more that we haven't talked about. Yeah. So we're going to go through each team. We're going to start with Nova.
Lovely.
In Canada. Thank you very much. They sent us a lovely message.
They did. Thank you, Nova. That was really kind of you.
Yeah, we absolutely love. Mm-hmm. Big fans of your work.
Yeah.
But they gave us a cheeky sneak peek of the short program that they just announced. And the free program's just come out too. So this year, their short is a song called Keeping Me Alive by Jonathan Roy.
Mm-hmm.
Is this how you run a podcast? Who knows? But we're going to play a snippet.
Insert audio now.
Is it going to work?
Ooh.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
That's all we're getting because I don't want to get copyrighted.
I've had a sneaky look. I can't see their dresses anywhere for the short. But that's I like that.
I like that. It's strong. It's very similar to the Blondie vibes from last year.
Yes.
Really good.
It's a bit sassy, a bit powerful. I like it, Nova. Keep coming. Now the free program.
Yes.
I think I can relate to this theme.
What do you mean, Afton? You're the most calm person I've ever met.
So their free program is called Overthinker. How do we feel about that?
It's one of those all-encompassing themes where the teams are picking all the music choices and trying to convey this emotion, which I get, and I think it can be really cool. It's a good one to pick, so I'm excited to see what they do with it.
I love their dresses. Have you seen? Half of them are in blue and half of them are in pink.
Actually, you know what? I don't know if I have looked at that.
Yeah, they look cool. Go, everyone, including Sabrina, go have a look because they look really cool. I'm excited for Nova this year.
On it.
They're
they've been doing some cool things.
They have, and they've been. I just love it when new teams kind of pop up and take the world by storm and like.
But then they're not new, are they? They've been working hard for yonks.
But like they're newer than like.
Yeah, okay, that's
you know what I mean? Like they're not like, you know, you look at the Finnish teams, they've been around since like day dot, and I just think it's cool when like those newer teams pop up and
Yes. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Okay,
Cool.
Nova Canada, I'm excited for you.
Still in Canada Nexus, we have
You
short
go for it.
program
You pronounce
is Asturias,
Now what is that?
which by the Instagram sneaks is like violin. They've got a violin and like a fire emoji. So,
Ooh.
some serious, powerful, instrumentally business.
Exciting.
Great.
I feel they've got a lot to prove this year. I feel like, I feel like last year was.
I loved Vampire.
Oh,
last
don't.
year.
Me too. Another one of those programs that should have got to Worlds.
Yeah. Too many goodies.
I was gonna say it's so hard when these countries have too many good teams.
Yeah.
Such
I
a
agree.
shame. Anyway, their free program sounds cool. Amongst the Stars. I'm very excited to see what they wear for that. I think those costumes will be
Yes.
cool.
It's also, I feel like, a very common theme this year. There's a lot of teams that are doing star themes or galaxy kind of
Yeah.
vibes,
Yeah.
Because they've got it. We've got Unity in Australia. We've got the same sort of Starry Night. We're going to get to that soon. And then there was a couple from last time. I mean, Lapland is kind of giving Starry Night.
True.
Nighttime.
It's a cool theme. You can really convey it on the ice well, I think. So, again, I'm just excited for Nexus too. Like I said, I feel like they've got a little bit to prove. So, next stop is Lumineers in Finland.
Apologies for not mentioning them last time.
Yeah,
because
apologies.
they had released it, but we just did poor research.
Apologies. Let's talk about their short program, Farewell. The dresses are stunning.
Yeah, the blue. Lots of blue again.
Yeah, you're right. Lots of blue.
It's all the blue, starry, like, you know what I mean. But again, still beautiful.
Yeah, stunning. Now, I think we need a minute for these free program dresses.
Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
It's everything about them. The slit, the sleeves, the flowers, the low back. Go and have a look at them. Their dresses are just stunning. I'm so excited to watch this.
Amazing. An ode to Frida Kahlo, who is a bit of a legendary painter, Mexican painter, that one of her famous quotes is, "My painting carries with it the message of pain." She talks about life and revolution, all that sort of stuff. Very emotional, very famous, very excited.
Lovely.
Costumes, beautiful.
How do these coaches think up of these, is what I want to know. Anyway.
Very impressive. Big brains.
Big brains. Much, much bigger than ours. Much
Than the
bigger.
brain cell that we share.
Oh, funny. Right, Starlight.
Next, Switzerland.
Yeah, can I just firstly say, we incorrectly said they're skating Elite 12. They're not. I lied.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, they let me know. They let the account know. So thank you, Starlight. We appreciate that. And we're sorry we got that wrong. And we're very glad to hear that you're skating.
Also,
Senior.
mad shout out for messaging us. We really appreciate people that tell us when we're wrong. Or
yeah, genuinely. Or like
fill
tell
in the
us.
blanks.
Yeah, we've had a couple people now, like when I've forgotten like what teams were what or whatever, they let us know, and we really appreciate that. Like, shout out to Team Boomerang with those incredible black to white dresses. Yeah, I was on the right lines. So
And the Canadian team, I think it was
Yes.
Ignite, that did the
t-shirt dresses. Which,
Yes,
can we just
amazing.
pause for a second? It leads us nicely onto, we are now on TikTok, aren't we?
Oh.
So Sabrina has a lot of spare time.
Yeah, we are.
I woke up the other day to a text from her that said, I've got us a TikTok account and I've made it a TikTok. And I thought, oh God, here we go. So check us out if you want a bit of a laugh. But anyway, Starlight
Am I good at
Switzerland.
it? No. But yeah, Starlight. Make a noise is their short program.
Interesting.
Good vibes. Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And Fury program is River of Life.
I like it. They did some beautiful programs last year, didn't they, to like nature themes. So I like it when they I think they're good at that.
Keeping those going. Next, we have mentioned these already, I think, because they were skating, but the team that we both skated for last season, shout out Ice Cools, Their short program this year is Final Countdown.
But it's like a moody
And-
final countdown. So-
Yes, black and like rose goldy dresses.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then free program is Mother Earth.
Stunning.
Fabulous. We'll get
Stunning.
to them later.
We will. Okay, we'll move on to the Netherlands now. Ice United.
I'm excited for these.
Are you?
Yeah. We'll do the short program first. That's Masterpiece.
Yeah.
Very cool painting masterpiece, I
Yeah.
think those
Yeah,
survived.
yeah,
Free
yeah.
program. Their coach has a mastermind because they're doing a world tour.
What?
Because last year they did Brazil as their free program. And this year it's called Alma de Argentina. So this year they're doing Argentina.
Now that's cool.
I think that's really cool.
That's cool. I will shout out their free program from last year. It was good. Hey, it got the crowd going.
Pumping.
Yeah, it did.
But we absolutely butchered their coach's name, and
so
she sent us a
sorry.
message.
I'm so sorry.
We love your work.
We do.
Very-
What you have done with that team over the past 5 years is incredible. So,
It's amazing.
okay, we're going to fast track to Australia now, to Team Unity. Where do they train, Brie?
They are from Sydney.
Nice. Okay. I love their short program theme of "I Was Made for Loving You." I would love to skate to that.
Yeah. It's I believe it is the Young Blood version.
Oh, okay.
So not the Kiss version, the Young Blood version.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But we had the original version was done by Hungary last year.
Yes. And that was cool, wasn't it?
That was really cool.
They
so
were very, very cool.
very similar vibes, love it. And then their free program, like I think we've just mentioned, is Starry Starry Night.
Yeah. Again, pretty
very
dresses, yeah.
Pretty blue dresses. Yeah.
Lots, like
fabulous.
you say, lots of blue this year. Lots of pretty
Yes.
blue
it's
dresses.
Like we follow a theme.
Yeah.
And all the teams, and it's like every year there's something that there's quite a few people end up
Yeah.
doing.
It's weird, isn't it? But no, that's cool. So we've got most of the themes.
We're
We
still
are
waiting on a
just-
couple.
Yeah, we're waiting on, let's shout them out. We're waiting on Olympia's and we're waiting on Haydenette's. We have a sneaky feeling we know what Olympia's free program is, but I think we should wait and see it officially next week at Santa Claus
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
That's true. And Haydenette's, we just can't get access to a live stream.
yeah, that's not going to cost us like $250. And we love
So if
Synchro,
anyone-
but yeah.
Wants to
Send us a video.
We love the dresses.
Yeah, send us a video. We'd love to watch it. Or send us what your themes are. We are really intrigued. We really are.
Alrighty. Let's hit the competitions.
Let's go for it. Shall we start in the almighty GB?
Yeah, we are. We're going to start.
Trophy de Cos.
Which was a challenger. Was a challenger last year?
Yeah. Last season, this year.
Well, the last season, but this year they've rearranged the calendar a bit. So they've
Yeah.
had 2 Trophy de Cos in 2024.
Yeah.
The one just gone was the 6th to the 7th of December, and that was for the 24-25 season.
Yeah.
But there was also one was it January? That was for the 23-24
Something like that.
season.
Yeah. I think just before we start delving into competitions, we should just note we're going to talk a little bit about junior, but mostly focus on senior, because we want to talk a little bit about junior.
We just don't want to run out of time. There's so much to talk about.
I know, so much. So we're going to try and whistle top tour. That was a... Let me try again. We're going to try and whistle stop tour. Okay? Let's go for it.
Fabulous.
Cool.
All right.
Trophy de Cos Junior. Interesting result. So, Icicles Junior broke the GB record for their score, and they got 149.62 points combined score.
Slay Queens.
Insane, girls. Like, absolute slay. Can't believe I just said that word. But you killed it. Really proud of you. And then we've got Solway.
6th place.
Yep, Solway.
Some beautiful programs.
Yeah, shout out skating to Taylor Swift. I think that is my absolute dream. 135.06, which is very respectable score.
Very, yeah.
I remember when I was in my first few years of junior and we broke the combined score of 100 and we were like screaming,
Hell yeah.
you know? So it's so funny. And then we've got Solent Storm, who I'm pretty sure are in their first year of ISU junior this year. So
yeah, good work to them. Shout out.
Literally, just good for you girls. Good for you. You got on the show. What's that from?
93.39 for them.
Sorry. Yes, 93.39. Cool. And then we'll go into senior. There was only one team in this, which was Icicles Senior. They did really well. They got season's bests. 48.91 in the short with a fall. So they'll easily break 50 in my humble opinion this season.
Yeah.
And then 96.95 in the free, which they'll easily break 100, I think. So I'm excited. They've got their nationals soon, so we'll see what happens.
If you want a sneak peek into behind the scenes, you should check out Lils on Ice.
Yes, that's such a good shout out. Shout out Lils
Lily
on
Wall.
Ice. Yeah, go Lily! Woo!
One of our good friends, best friends, is. What should we call it? Synchro influencer.
Yeah, she's a synchro influencer. Go follow her. She makes cool vlogs, doesn't she?
Slay, Lily.
Yeah. Right. Let's go to Italy.
Kind of similar to what we were talking about last week with lovely Ella George.
Yeah.
That is where she is now skating.
Yeah.
But they've had two competitions in Italy. So they had the Trento Cup a couple of weeks ago now. But we are going to be talking about the first national competition. Am I going to say it right? No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
In Aosta, Italy, which was the 8th to the 9th of December. Thank you so much. They had a solid 21 teams entered, which is pretty impressive. I didn't get this facts for all the comps that we're talking about, but for some big ones I tried to. It's a good number of teams.
Mm-hmm.
But in junior, I'm going to start with 4th and work my way up. We've got Ice Sparkles Junior that earned 85.41 combined. Then we've got Ice on Fire Junior in 3rd with 104.36. Then we have in 2nd Ladybirds Junior with 118.42, and number 1 Hot Shivers 132.70. So
stunning.
Some solid teams there. Exciting.
Yeah, very. And then we'll move on to senior. The lovely Ice on Fire with a whopping great 51.99 in their short. It's the free program that's insane. 131.08. Combined score of 183.07. That's incredible.
Yeah. Doing some amazing things.
I just don't understand. Like, good for them. And then Hot Shivers, very close in the short program.
So close.
51.48. So, like, 0.51 of a point in it. And then 111.46 in the free with a fall. So 20 points behind in the end, but crazy.
It's still incredible effort. Exciting to see what both of them will do for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for sure. Moving on to Australia. What?
That was atrocious. Sorry, can you just try your Australian accent one more time?
Australia.
How do you say where the competition was held?
Melbourne. I sound like Belegda.
Not Jesse Nelson.
I hope people get that reference. I really do. Right, let's deep dive into Australia. So they had their national championships the weekend just gone, 29th of November to the 6th of December. I like how they do it. Follow suit of Canada. They have all their disciplines combined, which is forward thinking for a country like Australia.
Yeah. So it
probably
means
just to save money, isn't it?
8 days of synchro? Maybe, but that's okay. They had 37 teams.
That's impressive. For such
really
a hot country.
Like, yeah. Expensive to run those ice rinks.
Yeah, think of the global warming impact.
If we're going to get into the environmental impact of our sport, that's a whole other section to talk about.
That's next week's topic. Don't give it away. Right, they celebrated 40 years of synchro in Australia.
Yeah. Shout out, that's really cool.
The math isn't adding up.
Why is the math not adding up?
Because I thought it became synchro in 2000.
Yeah, but like they had precision. They just combined.
Cool, fine.
Precision back in the day.
Right, junior.
I believe
No, go for it.
I believe their first team was called Corps der Patineur.
Yes,
like
that rings a bell.
Shout
That
out.
rings a bell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God,
Shout
if
out.
anyone knows what we're talking about, please let us know.
But yes,
Junior. Southern Sky Junior. Are they new?
No, they've been around for a little while, but I
Okay.
think this might be one of their first national titles.
Right, okay.
Fact
So
check while Afton goes through the rest of them.
Southern Sky Junior, first place with 100.93. Majestic Eyes Junior, which I'm pretty sure are the ones that normally go to Worlds, right? 97.78 combined. Phoenix, close, 97.56 combined. And then Ice Skateers Elite, 90.24. And then Infusion, 87.91. So not a huge difference in points, really, for all five of those.
Keeping it nice and tight.
And then if we move on to the senior guys, we've got Unity, who got a whopping 50.34 in their short, which is incredible, and then 95.99 in their free. So combined of 146.33. And then we've got Ice Storm with a 39.4 and then 88.82, giving them 128.22. And then Infusion. Again, I haven't heard of Infusion. Are they fairly new?
No, they've been to Worlds. Yeah,
Have
they've been
they?
to Worlds.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So they got...
a couple times. Most
Okay.
recent, I want to say, was 2016, 17.
Cool. So yeah, they got 31.33 and 71.71 and a total of 103.04. So very good there. Yeah,
I
lovely.
need to do a bit of a shout out
Go on.
for Australia.
Go for it. Go shout out.
I skated in Oz for a little while, so I have some very good friends there, and a couple fabulous ones that are skating in the senior category still. So Tan, Haley, Vic, and Storm, love your work. And then there's a couple in Unity too. Shout out to Nina especially, and there's a couple Kiwis on that team as well. Liam and Anya, love your work. Shout out to Mickey, Melly, Kira, and Kat that are in the adult division. They killed it at nationals. They did amazing work in the adult category, and of course Mill in mixed stage. Amelia is in the mixed stage category.
Love your work.
I think they came 5th in the end. They weren't so happy with their skate. They had a couple falls, but that's just synchro. That's life, one of those things. But
it is.
Shout out to all my girls that are still doing it. Love their work. And also C-Dub and Bugler, more teammates that are coaching. So it's just nice to see that everyone's still involved. Yeah. I had a bit of an emotional weekend with that. I was like getting mad FOMO because a lot of my old teammates were catching up. I was like, okay.
She's not done. Sabrina is not done skating. That's one thing for sure. I am. Sabrina is not.
But shout out to Australian Synchro.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Brie. Let's go to Germany next. Bit of a change in scenery.
This one. Me trying to Google Translate.
Grober Berliner Bar. That's so satisfying.
Yeah, you definitely got that right.
1st to the 3rd of November in Berlin. So we've got Team Berlin Juniors, the only junior team to enter. I don't know if they're the only junior team in Germany. I doubt they are. Combined score of 92.14. Nice, lovely little combined score there. And then we fast track to their seniors, Team Berlin seniors, a short program of 54.03 and a free program of 119.96, which combined is 173.99. So yeah, incredible. I have loved watching Berlin and their journey. I think I've said this multiple times, haven't we? Like, they're just killing it.
They are. They've got some amazing programs.
Alrighty, next stop, we're going to USA. And we're going to the almighty Boston Classic. I would love to go watch this. This would be incredible.
At the Haydenets home club.
Be iconic. So, let's delve into this.
22nd to 24th of December.
I think you mean November.
I do mean November, yeah.
She does.
Ooh.
She does. Right. Sabrina, let's just dive into this. Come on. I find it slightly confusing that their seniors and their elite 12s compete against each other?
No, I think it's good.
Do
I think
you?
it's good. Yeah, because it's technically the same grade, just less skaters. Like, exactly the same grade, just less skaters.
True.
So instead of having a completely separate division and you have to re-announce the panel and change it all, why not put them all together? And then it gives you
True.
a better idea of how they're scoring against one another. Anyway,
True.
that's just my thoughts and opinions.
Okay. Let's have a look. Haydenettes, first overall, they actually came fourth in the short program with 62.71, and then they came first in the free with 131.51. Total score a whopping 194.22. So incredible.
Woo! Skyliners, we have second overall. Their short program score was 65.46, which they came second in, and then their free skate was 127.2, which again they came second, and total score was 192.66. So only like less than 2 points behind Haydenettes.
That is consistent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Second. That sums Skyliners up. They're consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Doing some amazing stuff. Josh Babb and Pamela May. Amazing work.
Teams Elite 12. Third, which is cool.
Third place. First year in senior too.
Yeah.
So third. Killing it.
Elite 12 senior, you know, but like I kind of want them to go like actual senior. Can you imagine? That would make it interesting. Because I think, don't the Elite 12s get scored slightly lower in the free because of like the amount of lifts they can do or something? Isn't that a thing?
No, because you can do 3 lifts now. That's like one of the options. You can do 3 lifts.
Now that is a conversation topic.
It should be the same.
Right, okay. Good to know. So, third place in the short with a lovely 64.08. It's so close, isn't it? And then third place again in the free, 124.63 with a combined score of 188.71. Incredible.
Killing it. Then we have Hayden Select, which is the Haydenettes Club Elite 12 team. I was so stoked for them. So they were winning the entire division after the short program. Yeah. They were first with 66.21. So they were a point above Skyliners, but they were 4 points ahead of Haydenettes themselves after the short program. Which is incredible work from them. Shout out to those guys. They have a very good TikTok account.
Yeah, they do. So do Teams Elite. They have a good TikTok.
Yeah, they do too. But that's amazing work for the Select team. And then they were fourth after the free program with 118.15. So fourth overall, 184.36. So incredible. 10 points behind from the leaders. But still, I mean, that's a very close game for what is essentially Hayden's second senior team.
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? Those coaches have magic in their fingers, I swear.
Yeah.
Miami University, fifth in the short with 56.63, fifth in the free with 113.89, giving them a total of 170.52 altogether. Beautiful, like incredible score. To say that that's fifth place with a combined score of 170.52, you know, like hats off to them.
They're doing some good stuff.
They are.
Trine University? Trine? I'm going to say Trine.
Sure.
In sixth with 44.46 in the short program and 98.08 in the free. Total 142.54.
And then finally, Adrian College. So cool that there's all these university teams. I think it's awesome. Seventh place, 38.49 in the short and 76.49 in the free, giving them 114.98.
This is just senior. So imagine they also have the collegiate category, and there's like 10 colleges or universities, depending wherever you're from, that have synchro teams that are part of their extracurricular activities. And
insane.
That's so cool.
I know. And yeah, excitingly moving on to the Porter Classic, which was just gone the 6th to the 8th of December. 185 entries.
Crazy.
And that's not even like the nationals.
No.
It's mental.
Mental. Big old synchro competition.
Yeah, we couldn't actually find anything for that, could we?
No, all the other division, or pretty much every division apart from senior, and there was 2 teams entered into senior, but couldn't find their or the juniors results. So we will keep you posted if we can find those. But just wanted to make
If anyone
mention
has
of
the
that it happened.
PDFs, yeah, if anyone has the PDFs, just send them through. We would really appreciate it.
Moving up north, back to Canada we go.
Yes, the almighty.
They've had Quebec have had a competition, but this competition we're going to talk about is the number 1 of their synchro series. So I believe they have 2 national synchro competitions. I think the second one's nationals, but the first one held by Skate Ontario in Woodstock was 6th to 8th of December. It had 105 entries. Amazing work.
It is, isn't it? It's incredible.
But yeah, it was all the big names. So I'll start with junior. We have 7 junior teams that competed. First place was Les Supremes, their junior team. Their short program got 67.39 points. Their free program got 115.64 and overall 183.03. So just what you'd expect from the reigning world champions.
Incredible.
Reigning junior world champions as well as senior, but you know.
Incredible. So if we look to Nova, they're in second. They got 59.72 in their short, which is 8 points behind Les Supremes. That's a huge,
that's a decent
gap for that's crazy. And then 106.41 in the free, which put them in second place with 166.13 points.
Solid work. In third, we have Gold Ice. Short program 58.91, free program 106.75. So they were pretty close to Nova with a total score of 165.66.
Pretty good.
Yeah, top 3.
Very tight.
Then we move to fourth.
Yes, fourth place, Nexus. 54.03 in their short, 106.07 in their free, totaling them 160.10. So again, close. Between second and fourth, it's close.
Yeah. When we drop down just a little smidge, Ice Ignite, 46.29 in the short and 101.78 in the free. So a total of 148.07. They're in 5th place.
Nice. And then Golding Ice with 55.19 in their short, which would have put them in 4th. And then their free with 91.71, putting them in 6th, giving them a 6th place finish overall of 146.90.
Amazing. And then finally in 7th we have Lower Mainland Junior with 36.28 in the short and 70.78 in the free. So 107.06 overall. What a category to watch.
I know. Can you imagine?
Like,
I feel like I need to fly to Canada.
Senior in Canada is great, but junior, I mean, it's the same with Finland. Like, they have so many that it would the competition's just so fierce. Amazing.
No. So let's move on to senior. So unfortunately, Les Supremes pulled out after their short program. I think it was due to injury. That's what Instagram said, isn't it?
Yeah. Hope they're okay.
But yeah, I hope they're okay. But they still got a really, really incredible 74.91 points in their short program. So good for them. That's awesome.
Fabulous. But if we look at the teams that skated both programs, so in first we have Nova with 71.72 in the short and 135.48 in the free, so a total of 207.20.
207. There we go. Jeez.
Holy moly!
Wow. Good for them. That's awesome. Nexus, not far behind, 68.93 in the short, 127.91 in the free, which puts them in 196.84 in second place for their total score.
Beautiful. In third, we have Black Gold. So they started last season, I think was their first year in senior, but they're an Elite 12 team. So big shout out. It's a pretty intense category to jump into.
Just join. Yeah. You've got some serious nerve,
so
Black Gold.
Love it. Their short program got 45.98 and their free program 67.71, so a total of 113.69. But like, you've got to go for it. If you've got the
you've got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Yeah. There's no point in hiding because you've got the best teams in the world, but you might as well just go for it. Good on them.
I'm a big believer in that. There's nothing that grinds my gears more than teams skating in categories they're too good for just to get a medal. It really winds me up.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like if you can, you should reach for the stars. Like try the harder categories.
Reach for the stars.
Now you're the one singing.
Follow your mountain high.
So good. Anyway. Good on your Black Gold. We love your work.
Right, settling kids because we're going to Finland.
Okay, first I would really like to explain the Synchro tour because
go for it. I want to hear it.
I think a bunch of people actually have got no idea what's going on, and that was me included.
Yeah, yeah, it's insane.
So
it's go for it.
From my understanding of the Synchro tour,
yeah,
it started last year, and they have so many teams and so many events that they're trying to spread it out, share the love, and across the country, and also make it I don't know if it's like a fairer system for qualifying for Worlds. But anyway, the Synchro tour consists of 8 competitions where teams earn a certain amount of points depending on their ranking at that competition, right? And so the 8 competitions are, there was the first one, which was the short program competition of the 13th of October. Then the second and third competition were the first selection competition. So a competition that has both the short and free programs, they've split it into 2.
Counts as 2. Right.
So
interesting.
That you get a ranking, I guess if the rankings change when you combine the scores, then it means that they've looked at who was winning in the short and who was winning in the free if it's different. So,
I'm not sure how I feel about that because you win competitions based off your combined score.
Yeah. Not sure either. But I guess
anyway, carry on.
They've got to rank it somehow. So yeah, the second one, second and third was 2nd and 3rd of November. The fourth one was just the free program, which was on the 18th of November. The 5th and 6th were the second selection competition, were the 7th and 8th of December, so again a short and free. And then the 7th and 8th competition, I believe, is their national championships, which is in March. If I got that wrong, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's in March.
Nice.
But yeah, so there's 8 competitions, and wherever they place it all gets ranked. So this could potentially change as there was the competitions on the weekend, but as of right now in senior, you've got Roquetes, am I going to say this right now? Roquetes in first place with 60 points, Unique in second with 52, Marigold in third with 42, and Lumineers in fourth with 38.
This is awesome.
I guess it's a much easier, they've done world rankings, but they've done it for themselves because
this is so cool.
They have so much skating.
Oh, the juniors is tight. Look at this.
The juniors is unreal. The fact that there's just
12 junior teams.
It actually just blows. But that's not even all of them either. That's the teams that have like consistently been in all of the 8 Synchro Tour competitions, or like.
That's insane.
So you've got Fantastic in first with 52, Dream Edges in second 48, Valley Bay tied 48, Musketeers 38, Mystique 34, Reflections 17, Festa Abonesia 16, Sun City Swing 12, Fireblades 11, Ice Steps 2, Stella Polaris 1, Team Estrella 1. So really, like, the tough competition for the positions at Worlds, I'd say, is between those top 5. They're the ones consistently in all of the...
Top 5 competing for 2 spots.
But that's not even all the teams. There's so many junior teams in Finland, which we're going to talk about in a second. But it's like...
That's insane. Okay, shall we start? I think we need to give this our full attention. Okay, let's start at comp number 1. So the short program, Finland Synchro Tour. Juniors, firstly, Valley Bay in first place with 64.15. Fantastic, 63.69. And then Musketeers in 62.92. So close.
So close.
To say that, let me just look at these world rankings a second. Well, not world rankings, you know what I mean. Musketeers are, quick maths, 14 points lower than Team Fantastic, but they're like scoring so closely. It's just insane.
Just cutthroat.
Insane. It is. Anyway, seniors, go for it, Brie.
Seniors, we have first place was the Roquettes with 74.77. Second place was Unique with 71.76. And third was Marigold with 70.14. Marigold trailing a little bit behind this year.
They are.
But
they are. Interesting.
Amazing work from the seniors as well. Luminaires were there obviously too.
Yeah. And then if we look at the free program only competition, I'll do juniors again because why not?
Which was, I think,
we've got
number 4. Sorry, competition number 4.
Yes. So we've got Fantastic in first place this time with 117.39. Valley Bay 116.33 and Dream Edges 115.05. So close.
So Dream Edges in third instead of Musketeers for this one.
Yeah. Interesting.
Then senior. First place, again, the Roquettes, 143.20. Unique in second, 137.96. And Marigold third, 136.54. A bit closer on this one between those two.
And you know what?
What?
Sorry, you go.
No, what?
No, you go.
I was going to say, we talked about competition 2 and 3 in our second episode.
We did.
Because that was the first one with both programs. So we're not going to talk about that one this time.
No.
We're going to move on.
But we are going to go to the next one with 2 programs, aren't we?
5 and
Which
6.
had a bit of a surprise.
I'm so excited. There's just...
I know. Sorry, I'm just looking at the junior results, and there were 15 teams.
Crazy.
15. Like, what? And these teams are scoring, like, insane amounts.
Okay, spill the ring.
Okay.
Just run through them all.
Team Fantastic, 189.34 combined. Valley Bay, 186.19. Dream Edges, 185.25. Team Mystique, 180.89. Musketeers, 178.71. So your top 5 teams are all scoring higher than 170.
Ay.
Go on, Brie, take over from me.
Reflections, 152.44. Festa Abonisa, I'm butchering that, 152.31. Sun City Swing,
Defo handed over to you on purpose.
138.25. Fireblades, 136.42. Ice Steps, 124.57. Stella Polaris, 123.71. Oh, T. Estrella, 123.
Better than I would do.
3.29. You can do the last 3. I did the hard names.
Oh, thank you. Ice Infinity, 119.62. Ice Fusion, 109.30. And Ice Diamonds, 87.16.
Wild.
Just need to take a moment, don't we?
Thank you, Finland, for your contribution to our sport.
As we said on, I think, episode 1, Sabrina and I should have been born in Finland. Okay?
And
we have the fair hair and the Scandinavian looks.
do we?
No. Anyway, let's get into the real nitty-gritty.
You know what I don't
oh God,
have?
Here we go. What?
She's rolling her eyes at me. I don't know if this is just me being very generic, but all of the Finnish skaters, well, a lot of them wear Rydell's, right? And those very skinny feet.
Skinny feet, yeah.
I have the fattest feet.
She does.
I have to wear like the C's, the extra wide fit Jacksons.
She's got like trotters.
Excuse me, frog feet.
Stop right there.
I have to wear the wide boots.
Stop right there.
I just wouldn't fit in with those beautiful narrow tootsies. I think it's because Kiwis are in bare feet all the time.
Although Team Unique like an Adia.
Yeah, they do, but Adia's still quite narrow. Like, you have to ask for the wide fits.
Well, you have to get them made, especially if you're in my case, because your feet are too wide for the wide fit. Anyway, this is exciting. Bree, concentrate.
Sorry, okay, yeah. Senior!
Team Unique in first place.
Yeah, they are!
4 points. 77.68 in their short, 149.49 in their free, giving them 227.17 combined. My favourite part is their coach, who said, the free programme wasn't the best, but it was enough. That's just brilliant.
And I can't. You know what? We won.
That's just brilliant.
First one we won. But, still could be better.
And that's how they are champions, right? That's how they are so good.
Yeah. So bloody good. But then in second, Roquetes, short program's 76.64. So like just about a point behind Unique there. And then a free program 146.95. So about 3 points behind there. Total 223.59.
And then Marigold, unfortunately had a fall, didn't they, in their spin element in the short, giving them 69.45 and then 140.47 in their free, which puts them in third place with 209.60.
Yeah, crazy. For Lumineers, 69.13 in the short, and Frida hit 135.93, so totaling 205.38.
Yeah, she did.
Afton's gonna glare at me. Dare I say it?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Is it karma for kicking out a knee?
And we'll leave it at that. Moving swiftly on. We're actually at the end of our episode.
You don't want to talk more about the... Okie dokie. So that kind of brings us to the end of our little competition roundup. For the ones just gone. There's a couple other teams that have skated. Fusion, I believe Starlight. There was someone else. A couple others that have all skated. However, the ignorant English speaker in me was unable to find results. Google Translate only goes so far.
If you skate for those teams and would like to send us your results, please do.
We'd love to talk about it.
Yeah, we would. And just have a look to see how you're doing. It's a big year this year. Big season.
But yes, shout out to you guys. Sorry we didn't get to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week's slightly shorter episode. Quick little update. Next week we have a big one, so we just wanted to give a bit of an update. Shall we give them some clues? I'm not sure. I don't think we should.
Maybe we give them one. No, I think we give them one.
Okay.
I think we give them one. So it's a bit of a different perspective, our next guest. She's actually a tech specialist.
Yeah. We've got some burning questions.
I'm really excited. The inner nerd in me is like dying to come out. So guest number 3, you better be ready. That's all I'm saying.
Exciting.
I think let's call it there, Brie. I think we need to just thank everyone even more because you keep listening to us, liking our posts, sharing our posts. You're being great. So thank you. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh dear God. And on that note, I think we need to say goodbye before we hear any more of Sabrina's god-awful singing.
Thanks for listening to episode 6. Lots of love.
Thank you so much. Lots of love. The Synchro Skaters Club.
Bye.
Bye.